there were different translations and versions available in the days of Jesus. So, for example, in Psalm 22, when it says, they pierced my hands and my feet, some Hebrew texts, that's what it says. Other Hebrew texts say, as a lion, rather than pierced my hands and my feet. Those are not quite the same thing. There were differences in some of the manuscripts in the first century. And not only that, but what was the Bible that was normally quoted by the early writers? Greek Septuagint, Greek translation. That makes sense. When Paul's writing to the church at Colossae, the vast majority of the people to be reading what he's writing read Greek. What version of the Old Testament scriptures is going to be available to them? The Greek Septuagint. Did the Greek Septuagint have differences from the Hebrew? Sure did. In fact, I'll just throw this out here and let you think about it. But in Hebrews chapter 8, when Jeremiah 31 is quoted about the new covenant, there's a key phrase. And if you go back to your Old Testament, most English Bibles are translated from the Hebrew primarily. And so if you read Jeremiah 31, there's going to be a section that says, though I was a husband to them. But then you read it in Hebrews chapter 8. It doesn't say, though I was a husband to them. It says, though I did not care for them. Those are not quite the same things, are they? They're a little bit different. Now, by the way, that's the difference in Hebrew between Baal and Gaal, and Bet and Gimel look a lot alike, so it's a one-letter difference, but it still has an impact on the meaning of the text. And the writers of the New Testament were willing to quote from the Greek Septuagint even to make a point. So dealing with multiple translations is not something new. It existed in the first century.